Hello people, welcome to another Geometry Dash video. Today we're gonna try making a platformer level for real. Now, I've had a lot of ideas and thoughts about among doing this sort of thing. Originally I thought I wanted to do something as hard as I could, but now I'm thinking I kind of just want to do a beginner style needle platformer. Something that would be along the lines of an easy or medium demon, just to kind of introduce the concept, because the only needle platformers there really are ones that are really hard. I kind of want to change that a bit. Of course, we're going to get our spawn groups and stuff set up. I'm going to do a guide, probably do 0.6 zoom. This way we can lock the camera, set that to 2, that infinite, and we should have, well, if we actually get the zoom set up properly, there we go. The very beginnings of a level. Now, of course, we're going to be doing robot because, best platformer game mode. We're going to try to make a level that helps with introducing like needle robot concepts, but not like, too hard. Maybe we introduce the concept of landing on corners with this sort of thing. I don't know, is that too difficult? I don't think so, because you get to line yourself up on the wall, and it's an important thing to learn, because it uses that a lot. Maybe we do like spikes that have hitbox indicators or something. Perhaps. I don't know, maybe we'll do an orb. No, you don't reach high enough there. Do a little bit of a playtest here. Ooh, that's kind of tough actually. It's possible though. Maybe that's something important to teach, how orbs work as well. So that might be fine. Maybe we do some of these sort of jumps as well, just to spice things up a bit. Make sure we wall off this entire room. I guess our exit will be here. Maybe do another orb thing. Then do one of those gaps. Let's playtest it, even though I should not struggle with making possible gameplay. We're not trying to make something that's really difficult here. Well, that's an issue. How do we fix this? We just get rid of that area and then add spikes. And these are a bit difficult actually, so maybe I add like pink orb there, then reduce the difficulty of that. Okay, it's not bad. I think that tests some good basic skills, hopefully. So one thing you can do with the guide triggers, you can turn down the preview opacity, and that makes like everything a lot easier. So I forgot to put these on the correct layer, so let's do that. And what we're going to do, I'm going to make another one of these, but touch trigger, scale it up, then select both the guide and the static, and then pause and build a helper. That'll assign, oh whoops, I need to duplicate the guide, hold on. Okay, duplicate the guide and then select this, then build helper. But together, this cart's group 3, and this is part of should be part of group 3, because I forgot to duplicate the guide thing. It kind of messed it up a bit, but you get the idea. Makes it easy to make these room stuff. We put our checkpoint there, and then we make the next room. I guess we can kind of introduce the skill set of doing corner jumps with these. They're just not real corner jumps. Maybe we could even do that. I don't know. So yeah, we got this checkpoint there. That's kind of tough. Is it? Maybe it's not. Can you just... You can't just hold into it. Yeah, that's a bit too tough. I think I'll need to nerf that. Maybe do something like this and this instead. Oh, whoops, that is way too hard. Okay, maybe I just do a basic nerf like that. Or it's just 2 basic column jumps after these mini spike, but not actually mini spike corner jumps. So then I want to teach coyote time. So, like, when's the latest you can jump? There. How far can you make it? There, actually. Maybe I'll make this a bit forgiving so that you can get used to this. Just gotta make sure you can't. You know what? Since this is like how you get too far, I think I might actually make that area the place that you don't fall. Or that there are no spikes there. So let this teach you that you need to use coyote time to make that jump. Yeah. So you can get kind of used to it. Maybe we do another one at the bottom just to make sure you got it. Maybe we do a little bit of tight platforming down here first though. Only problem with how I formatted this now is where am I going to place the next room? This might actually be a bit too tight though, still. Yeah. I think I'll change these to like a block shorter or something. Oh, maybe we can do like something with reverse gravity and then you like fall up here to get to the next checkpoint. That could be interesting. Like place a normal gravity portal here, and this will be where the next room starts. That can work. That can help salvage this room. Maybe here. Actually, should nerf the rest of that. Move the rest of that up, because that's kind of difficult. But maybe here you can kind of test what you've learned with, using the coyote timing to your advantage. And here, you must hit the blue orb and move out of the way of the spike, I guess. And then make sure we don't have a skip or anything going on. So we have some basic corner training at the beginning, which should be fine if that's like the hardest part. Ooh, that fall might be a bit too difficult though. Or that other jump is impossible. Whoops. Or like not within the scope of this at all. Let's nerf this. Because the idea with this level is basically just to like improve your control with the robot. With specifically to needle platforming. Then boom, you're to the next room. There's no way you could like skip anything, right? Not easily, at least. Well, you can kind of do that. Okay, I think this whole idea of having a safe area here can make it a bit confusing, so I might just do away with that. Just add spikes, but also make sure you can't land in between them to make sure there's not any confusion or anything. There we go. This room seems good now. This room, I think I want to move you to the bottom in some way. Let's do the thing though with the duplicating both the guide and the static thing. Then build helper. And that should be group 4, and this will be on group 4. There we go. Okay. See, I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. That's too difficult. We could do this though. Let's move our start position over. One thing that's very annoying is that if you duplicate a start position, it doesn't keep the settings, and I kind of wish it did. Even if I copy values and paste state, it still just refuses. Even though this is on Mini Robot, duplicating it in any way won't save those settings. I don't understand why. Why not make that a thing? Oh, Whoops. Well, that's how they are off the screen, because they are off the screen. That's why. So let's fix that. And also another thing I learned. You see the annoying things with those block transitions? You can just get this X thing, and that just removes all the block transitions. So you don't have to check everything with don't fade, don't enter. You can just do that. That seems a bit difficult, but it isn't actually. So I guess that works. Do something like that, where you kind of test your ability to actually use coyote timing or jumping, basic jump timing, which that seems fine, honestly. And then maybe here we do a bit of practice with head hitters, basically like things that are close training. That kind of works, except we probably need to make it go in the other direction, otherwise we won't really have a place to go anymore. And I don't know, we can make this, like, this is probably technically possible, but it'll look impossible, so you regular player won't go for it. It can be a speedrun shortcut. Maybe we do some more corner jump things, a little bit like I Want to Be the Guy, but easier. I Want to Be the Guy, meaning the GG level that uses that and like a tower climb thing, not the actual fan games, because I've been getting into that recently. I will say it is kind of refreshing having spikes that, you know, are actual spikes and not just rectangles. Ooh, that's kind of tough. I think I'll nerf that a bit, make that a half spike. And we do like a pseudo diagonal there. Are these corner jumps too hard? I think they're fine, I think. But this one was too hard. That's just like, it's a difficult one, and we don't want it to be super difficult here. And I keep it easy and accessible, specifically for the people who hate robot precision platforming, so that they can get better at robot precision platforming, you know? Be careful with how I structure this, because you don't want to accidentally confuse players with where you're supposed to go. Maybe we do one of these jumps to end off this checkpoint or room. Then just do like a climb. And there we go. I think that's gonna be this room done. Turn the next one. There we go. So I want to move that down one again, so that just want to make sure it's impossible to miss the checkpoint, because that would be infuriating. I don't know how long I want to make this. Probably won't take too long to finish this layout, because I won't be spending hours just playtesting to make sure it's possible. What will take a while is decoration, because I kind of would be nice to get this sprite worthy, because I don't know, otherwise how are people who aren't really into platformer gonna get better at this sort of platformer stuff, you know? I don't know how good I am at decoration, and I mean, I was able to make that one level, but you know, can I do that consistently? You get a bit of a triangle jump there. I think that's interesting. So maybe we train some more discipline when it comes to corner jumps here. So that's going to be a really important skill. Can still skip that. Oops. Well, hopefully, I know this looks... I don't know if that's too hard. Should be fine. That doesn't seem too bad. Ooh, one of those jumps. Is that too difficult? Probably fine. That isn't a crazy input or anything. Also, you can definitely skip that. Okay, considering I kind of struggled with that, it might be fine. But I actually think that this might be a bit too hard in general, actually. Move that up a bit. Decrease it from a full spike to a half spike. And move it up so you can't cheese it anymore. Okay, that seems fine. What could be done is we place a platform there, kind of. We kind of place a platform there. Just a half of a platform. It's not actually fully there, you know. Okay, and then I think that'll be the end of this room. how many rooms we got here. So we have 4 rooms. This would be the 5th one. I mean, if someone really struggles with this, you know, it'll take a while. And I don't know, for me, I don't know if I want to do a ton of feature-worthy decoration for this series. So I think I might end this off at 5. So this will be like the final checkpoint. Start this off with like a baby diagonal. Then maybe some control sort of input. Is that too hard? That might be too hard though. You know what? That might... That's fine actually. It just looks scary, which means it should be more satisfying to pull off than usual. Oh, maybe I could even do a user coin? Maybe that could be interesting. We kind of have like a B-side. B-side sections for like coins. I don't know where I'd really put that though. Maybe on top of the level? Like for the 3 middle rooms have 3 different coins where you can take a top path. That's interesting. Maybe we'd do that. Is this jump? Is this jump too hard? I don't think so. We do another corner jump into this structure, I guess. And that helps you get to a pink orb, which will allow you to get over that spike. And you kind of have to be patient at the pink orb. Okay, this seems hard, but if you understand how the hitboxes work, you'll see that this is completely fine. So that'll be a bit of like hitbox awareness training, I guess. Well, you can't get enough height off of that. Pink orb is working well. You don't even have to stay on it actually that long to make that. Okay, that works. Now we just make sure you can actually make it to there. Then maybe make that jump a bit easier. Maybe change the way both of those jumps are structured. Then our final challenge will be that, I guess. I don't know. Or 2 of those. And then you win. Place down end trigger. Make it touch trigger, that's very important, otherwise your level will just win automatically. I'll leave the effects on, I guess. Scale it up so you can't miss it, and place it like right there. Oh, you can't make that, whoops. Sure, that's possible. Pretty important that the level is possible, especially when it's a beginner level. There we go. That's a nice ending too. So let's see about making some of these coin paths. I'm thinking 2, 3, and 4 for 3 coins. Okay, that seems fine. That doesn't interfere with the regular gameplay, and that requires you to be good at corner jumps. So maybe we do another one of these. I don't need to make I don't want to make this like extreme or anything. I know I could technically do that, but I want it to be more like you're testing the skills you've learned in the level, not just putting random extreme in a regular level. So what I'm doing here is doing a kind of a test with corner jumps, but with just the mini spikes, not full spikes. And then we gotta place the coin. And then I guess you can be dropped down here. Maybe? Wait, I have an idea. What if we put spikes here, and then collecting the coin lines you up so you perfectly go through it? Oh yeah, that's cool. I like that. And then, I don't know, we just make sure that you can't go the opposite way somehow. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I might need to make it a bit more challenging, but it could be a little too mean if I do that. Also, that jump is made very hard because of that. Let's fix that. Okay, let's do another one of these. Then where would we enter from here? Maybe like this. Then we have like a gap there where we'll put the coin. block over there, and then because we don't have any reverse gravity stuff, we don't have to worry about doing something extra creative. Or maybe, should we have it like ever so slightly visible? That's probably a good idea though, actually, because we want the coin to actually be visible, you know? It could give a sense of like, how do I get that coin? Because it should, even though they're kind of sticking out, it should be impossible to like get them. Oh, never mind, it is possible. Whoops. Let's fix that. That should be fixed by just putting a spike there. And then we can raise those up, I guess. That could work. Okay, let's make this like actual coin. The actual coin challenge. What does this teach area? What does this area teach? Like head hitters sort of things. So maybe we do this as like a head hitter sort of. If that's possible. Then I don't know, maybe we do something like that to end it off. That's kind of annoying because the static camera kind of changes while you're doing a jump. Oh, I'm not sure if there's really any other way to do that though. It kind of works. What I could do is move this down here. Scale it down so you don't accidentally hit it from the other side. So you hit it when you make that jump instead. Then of course add the static camera as you leave. Wait, no, that should be still seen, right? You kind of get hidden once you get that to that camera switch. That's the only problem. That should be fine actually though, because we can just move these down a couple. And then that way that can be done. Or like once you land the first jump, then it switches. Yeah, like that. Okay. That feels a bit better. Yeah, that's nice. I like these coins so far. I know they're not like GD colon masterpieces, but you know, I think it works for this level. And how basic I want it to be. And just training you basically. So one last coin I want to do. Oh, I don't know, make it so you enter this way. Then you get the coin by exiting here, I guess. So what does this specific level kind of teach? I'm trying to make these like ever so slightly themed. Maybe do something like that, sort of challenge for this. Ooh, and do that as a final jump? That could be interesting. That kind of works, I think. And so that's all 3 coins. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think that's the layout basically finished, and that'll probably be it for this episode. So I'm just gonna play through the level, see how it goes so far. Oh, I still need to change this camera actually. Whoops. I might need to... I don't know, as I'm playing through this, I'm observing some changes I might want to make. So I do want to make sure that the coin routes, you know, are harder than the original path, but not necessarily like shortcuts, but I don't know. It's really just that one that I'm kind of concerned about. That's kind of nice. It's really short, but I mean there are plenty of short levels, platformer levels. This one, this coin is like super, like a super shortcut or something. Instead of it being there, I move it to be there, and then if you have the knowledge, you can just hold there, and then you kind of still get a shortcut. But if you don't do anything, you just get back to like normal area. I think that's gonna do it for this episode of making it. The next part we'll start trying to decorate all this. So yeah. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, you can like, comment, subscribe, whatever. But goodbye.